Ford Field in Detroit. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Josh Allen and the Detroit Lions taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. He'll get this. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the line. There he goes, left side.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and short now following the fumble. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right back to Conner here on first. Fighting down past the 45. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He completes it to Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
On 1st down, Allen. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Allen now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down and a yard. Mixing up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now 3rd down and 7. Now Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. DJ D.J. Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing now is Murray. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play. But again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip. But used his size. I mean, tight ends, going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. First down, Murray. Oh, he stays up. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Left side to Lamb. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Allen going to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw from the gun. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Allen. And he fends him off. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now Murray, a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Murray. And his pass incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.